Transport Minister says all toll booths are being manned to allow smooth traffic flow. Transport Minister Darrell Voss has indicated that all toll booths are being manned and operated to ensure the smooth flow of traffic during the holidays. This assurance is via Toll Authority after the minister issued a directive in the wake of the complaints by motorists. He noted that motorists can assist with easing traffic congestion by purchasing toll tags, which make for fast processing of toll passage. The minister indicated that the operator of the East-West Highway reported that they saw a recorded number of vehicles passing through the tolls.
I received several complaints in relation to the North-South Highway, specifically the Caymanas toll booth. Subsequently, I have given directives to the Toll Authority, who oversees the concessionaires of the East-West and North-South Highway, to indicate that all toll booths must be fully manned between now through Christmas and New Year to ease the congestion. Despite the fact that you will have traffic in the Christmas season and New Year's, we still must have optimum service at the toll booths to make sure that the inconvenience is lessened.
Safe haven no more. It's their most alluring pull, a blend of tranquility with enhanced security. With perimeter walls, closed gates, security checkpoints, and even security patrols, residents flock to gated communities for a sense of safety they promise. Yet last week's murder of Barbara Gale in the Caymanas Country Club estate has shattered that illusion, exposing the vulnerability even within the most secure enclaves. Caymanas estate is one of the most secure gated communities in St. Catherine. It employs a sophisticated security system with barcodes, pins, and passwords to protect the community from the outside world and even to separate different sections within the estate. Additionally, many homes, like the one where 77-year-old Barbara lived, on Block A in Phase 1, are equipped with CCTV cameras. Despite their efforts, the community has grappled with a number of security breaches, with Gail's murder on December 17 being the most horrific incident to date. Her lifeless body was discovered last Tuesday with multiple stab wounds, hours after was seen on her porch engaging in a conversation with an intruder who, a police source said, had climbed a wall to enter the community. Her cell phone and car went missing. The Mercedes-Benz GLE was found in bushes along Dyke Road on Wednesday. Hours later, the police said the main suspect in the murder has been arrested. Contacted by Deputy Superintendent Michael Campbell, who is in charge of operations in St. Catherine South Police Division, said the man had still not been charged. Last Thursday night, stunned neighbors gathered near Gail's home to pay tribute to the community stalwart at a candlelight vigil. You really come to realize that the only security you have is in Jesus Christ, said Zoe Simpson, an elderly resident who gave a tribute. The only true security is with him, nothing else. You live in a gated community, and you have this false sense of security that nobody can come in terms and harm you, and you are thinking that if you see someone in there, they don't jump the wall and come in, offered another resident and Gail's former colleague. So it would mean that they have done their security checks and must be a worker or something, and then this is what happened. It is just so unfortunate. It's actually very scary, said the female resident, noting that since Gail's murder, she has been battling anxiety, checking every window, door, and camera each night. You hear about people breaking in. You don't expect somebody break in and killing somebody. While the residents enter using a personal clicker and visitors must provide identification, some criminals bypass these measures by scaling the perimeter fence or tailgating authorities' residents. Similar concerns have been raised in other gated communities, like Phoenix Park, about the lack of proper monitoring of workers, many of whom are involved in break-ins. The suspect arrested for Gail's murder was known in the community as a part-time worker. Like Caymanas Country Club, residents of Phoenix Park and other gated communities last week raised concern regarding the system in place to monitor workmen visiting the community, who on many occasions have been found to be culprits behind the break-ins. The man arrested for Gail's murder was known in Caymanas estate as a part-time workman. The issue is that many of the workmen are not formal, so you would employ one company to do a piece of work, but the man who is carried may not be of a sound character, explained Sanjay Kar, Vice President of the Citizens Association of Caymanas Estate, adding that the association has been looking at bolstering security initiatives within the community that the matter of monitoring workmen is among the major issues. But fixing certain security issues is easier said than done when up to 30% of residents in some communities do not pay their routine maintenance fee for which security and other community expenditures are met. It remains a sore point for the Caymanas estate residents. Maybe our loving Barbara would still be here if we were all cooperating. We cannot find the amount of money to pay for the things that we need to do in this complex. The major one is security, and security is expensive, charged Carlton Wilson, resident and retired Assistant Commissioner of Police. When we all got here, we bought into the concept of our oasis and we are going to keep it together. Sometimes, for some different reason, some people fall out and not living up to their responsibilities, he continued. The truth is that if we are all living up to our responsibilities, we probably would have found the resources to implement the kind of resources that we have set up to implement in this community, and that lady would still be alive. It is hard to say, but it is simply that we don't have the money that we want to do because there are some of us who are not cooperating. I hope this will really bring home to some people what is truly at stake here, Wilson said, hoping that the tragedy will be a wake-up call to chart a way forward. On the surface, developers are responsible for building the perimeter fence and security infrastructure, but it is up to the residents, via their associations, to cover the cost of ongoing security services, which often include guards, armed and unarmed, stationary and mobile, cameras, and other measures. Gated communities are the way to go because of the security component. We can understand that sometimes they don't work out, but for the most part, they are some very good examples, said Chiak Solution Company Limited Manager, Director Christopher Burgess, noting that there is still a high demand for such houses. One example is Long Mountain in St. Andrew. Still, if the residents work together, it is definitely the way to go based on Jamaica's current situation, stated Burgess, who is currently constructing smart homes, gated communities equipped with security cameras in Portmore, St. Catherine. FID warns investors to verify opportunities prior to committing funds. The Financial Investigations Division FID has warned potential investors to verify the legitimacy of investment opportunities before committing funds. Jamaicans are also urged to remain vigilant, particularly during the holiday season when fraud schemes increase significantly. The warning comes on the heels of a Westmoreland businessman being charged with breaches of the Larceny Act, the Securities Act, and the Proceeds of Crime Act. The charges against 53-year-old Jason Kamika stem from a 2022 report by an elderly citizen from the United Kingdom. The senior alleged that Kamika solicited over £50,000, that's about Jamaican 10.3 million, with promises of lucrative weekly return on investment. To date, Kamika has neither delivered on his promise nor refunded the complainant. Kamika, who was listed as a person of interest, was apprehended by the Trelawney police early this month. He appeared in court and was remanded until January 7 next year. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.